Hey y'all, this is your girl Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance here live to do an exclusive all signs reading, looking specifically at all I got for you about your current love situation. So we'll do a general energy check-in between you and your person. We'll see what is going on with them. What is their true and honest feelings and intentions? Pull some oracles and see what comes through. And of course, we're going to go from Aries all the way to Pisces in this reading. So if you have the time to sit back and watch the entire reading with us, please do so. If not, definitely check back later. Every single sign will be time stamped for you to check out your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign. If you would like to check out the cross watcher portion, which is the opposite sign, meaning the sign of your person, sometimes the readings can resonate for you in that way as well. So, cross watchers are always welcome. Now, of course, we have some beautiful souls here live. Hello, hello to everyone here live. And I'm just going to let you guys know today is not my best day, but I'm mustering up the courage to come on and just read, give you guys the messages, because as you guys know, we are definitely always experiencing a lot going on in the ethers. And I don't know what it is. Today feels like one of those days where the energy is thrown off a little bit, but I am here and we're going to get through the reading together. I do hope you guys enjoy this one. And big shout out to those on the live. I see some of you guys have already liked the video. Thank you guys so much. I really appreciate it. And I absolutely adore all the beautiful comments that you guys have shared with me. And as you guys know on this channel, I reply back to every single comment. It means the world to me. I dedicate a lot of my time and energy to come on to this channel just about every single day in a big mission to uplift the collective. And all of your support, whether it be big by being a member, booking readings, or small by watching the videos, liking the videos, and leaving comments, it all matters. And a big shout out to our major contributors that always come through to send super chats, donations, or simply send me gifts. Thank you guys so much. You guys are the purpose behind what it is I do and it what keeps me going. So I appreciate the support. So, as you guys know, we're going to start off with Aries. I see we have our beautiful Soul Tribe members here on the live when Love Heals. Hey girl, how you doing? We have Frankie. Hola. We also have Miss Cassandra. Hey girl. We also have some amazing mods on the live right now. We have Mama Lisa and P Rose. They're going to help you guys navigate through the reading tonight, answer any questions you have. I want to try my best to kind of help navigate through some things as well. But if you are interested in booking a reading with me, remember there are no questions in the live chat. I do offer personal readings at my website though, so please check out my website, mikadivinespiritualguidance.com, to book your personal reading session with me. I have a multitude of different type of readings available there, whether it be a video call where we get to actually meet and chat it up, or if it's something simple as you just have a question or two. Whatever is in your budget and whatever you're looking for, I'm here to assist. But remember, no questions in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. As Mama Lisa says, you can always check out the pinned comment on every single live video or the description box below. It'll have the link there as well. Okay. Here we go, guys. Aries. Do we have any Aries on the live? Aries, Aries. Here we go, Aries. Got a few Aries here. Winchester, Deborah. Spirit, Tell me a little bit about Aries. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Aries and the person that Aries is currently connected to, romantically, in love, and romance at this time? We have the Eight of Wands, the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse, the King of Pentacles. Underneath the deck, we have the Two of Pentacles in the reverse and the Lovers. I'm getting someone that misses you. You and this person could not be talking at this time, separated, or just having issues surrounding your relationship. I think one of the big issues this person has is they don't know how to express love very well. They keep this emotion hidden to themselves. They could also be someone who is very fickle or indecisive about if they really wanted to invest in love. They go back and forth and say, I kind of like my freedom. I like to be single. I like to have options or just do my own thing. More so, this is someone who focuses more on their career, stability, money. They're in their own bubble, they're in their own world. They don't really put a lot of priority on other people and other people's needs and wants. But something significant is going on in this person's mindset. It seems like there's a shift. The shift is thinking about communicating with you because they miss you. Yeah. Tell me about this Eight of Wands. I think what's triggering them to miss you so much is the fact that they're not receiving the same level of attention, admiration, love, support that they may have had with you in the past. They're not giving up though. They feel like there's definitely some unfinished business between you two. There's got to be a way to reach Aries. There's got to be a breakthrough to be able to get Aries to give me that attention that I so want. So I'm choosing to take action. What this would look like is showing charm, romance, love. This person has a way to come up with something very charming to convince you to drop your guard. They see your worth, they see your value. And remember, I said this is someone who is really into money, practical things, their career. They see you as someone who's definitely worth the investment. You have a lot of things going for yourself. You could be stable. You could have something about you that screams, yeah, I'm good with or without you. And they're starting to see your worth and value from a completely different perspective. In fact, I think they look at you as someone that is truly a match. King and Queen of Pentacles is a true match, a true soul contract. It's like I guess you would say the power couple in a sense. The problem though is I don't think this is the committal type, especially with the Two of Pentacles in reverse. They go in between trying to decide if they want to keep you around or not. Do they want to commit? Do they not? Can you tell me what the blockage is for that person as to why they're not choosing to commit to Aries? We have the Fool and we have the Five of Swords. It's fear. This person has a huge fear of commitment. They look at love, they look at relationships as big risk, but when they're with you, they feel good. So it's the experience that they love the most, your energy, your vibe. They just don't want to, I'm hearing, sacrifice their freedom, let go of something else. But then they're like, I know Aries is a good catch. For you, I'm sure this is like the ongoing uh confusion that this person would cause you. You want to know, like, do you want me or not? What do you want? Well, let's ask, what does this person want with Aries? What is their true, honest intentions? They want to know that things are going to go in their favor. They miss you. They like how things were when you guys were on good terms. It's very attention seeking behavior to me. All the while, you're hoping that you can find someone better. Some of you Aries are considering dating or are currently dating. Others of you Aries are just choosing to work on yourself, love on yourself. But your energy is very optimistic in a sense, but I don't think it's focusing on this person. You do miss them, but you do know that you have to protect yourself. I'm also hearing protect your money, your investment. You may feel like this person take advantages of you in some type of weird way. I can understand that. It doesn't change how you feel though. How does this person view Aries? They view you as somebody that is losing hope that this relationship can be fixed and repaired, losing hope in them, giving up on them, letting go of this. They view you as someone that's moving on with your life. But maybe there may be that like 1% that says, if I can come back in and convince Aries, maybe Aries will take me back. So they're holding that 1% close to their chest. They could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Leo, Scorpio, Taurus. If it's going to be any of those signs, you can have that predominantly in your natal chart placement. Let's pull some oracle messages. Just close the reading and what this person is keeping hidden. What is this person keeping hidden? That they're reflecting. We have reflection. Being away from you, Aries, has allowed me to gain more clarity. This definitely confirms what I said. They're seeing your worth and value more than you know. Even though they're not really taking much action and it seems like they're sitting back, acting like they don't care, they do. They just feel like they're losing you. So all they can do is reflect. All they can do is sit back and think of what they can do moving forward. I'm hearing this person say it's a lot to unpack and think about. One more, Spirit. Deborah says resonates. Yeah. Reflection about self love. I am still trying to heal. Yeah, this person is looking at themselves as someone that's damaged and has a lot of things that they need to work through in order to be good enough for you. They also notice you're exuding a lot of power and self love for yourself by protecting yourself from them. Keep going, Aries, if this is your reading. Don't hold yourself back. This person, even if they feel like a strong soul contract, I'm here to reassure you this is someone not equipped to give you the type of experience that I'm sure you would agree you don't deserve or you deserve. You don't deserve it. You get what I'm saying? All right, let me know if it resonates. We're moving on to Taurus now. Thank you all so much for being here and joining us live. Be sure you guys tap the screen, show your girls some love. Thank you, Antoinette, for the flowers. You're so sweet. Thank you. Oh, Mimi, you're so kind. Mimi says, Mika, you're so super pretty. Thank you. I appreciate it. Girl, this hair is a mess. I'm not feeling myself today, but I'm here. I'm gonna have to do something with it this weekend, but it is what it is. All right, let's do this, Taurus. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Taurus. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Taurus and the person that Taurus is currently connected to in love and romance right now in this moment? We have the world, or is that the wheel of fortune? Yeah, the wheel of fortune in the reverse, y'all. Sorry. The wheel of fortune in the reverse, the hermit, the empress. And underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Wands in the reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. This is someone who keeps doing the same thing, but expects different results. I think you get tired of people that do that to you, Taurus. You have standards, boundaries. So the way this person shows up, it just doesn't seem like it's good enough for you. What you don't realize, Taurus, is they feel like I'm not good enough for Taurus. I'm not going to be able to measure up to what Taurus needs. What they don't see is it's because the result of their behavior. They're not leaning into self reflection and growth. They're focusing on the issues you're bringing up with their behavior. Thus, the Wheel of Fortune is in the reverse, which speaks of karmic cycles. For this person, this karmic cycle looks like Them just kind of coming in strong, hot and heavy. Then after a while, it fizzles out. Why? Because you bring up concerns you have with their behavior, concerns you have with inconsistency. I would also warn you that this is someone who definitely enjoys a lot of attention, a lot of praise. When things aren't going well with you, I can definitely see this one going off to someone else. When they feel like you're holding them accountable, I can see them running off to someone else who won't give them this hard of a time. Now, I'm sure, Taurus, you're saying, I'm not giving this person a hard time. I'm just asking them to be more responsible, to be an adult, be consistent, do the right things. But what you don't realize is that they feel very much invested in things that they feel are easy. They like to put themselves in predicaments that don't put a lot of pressure on them. Tell me about this Empress energy. Yeah, this is another person that they have an on and off relationship with. So I can definitely see this person going in between you and a third party. When things aren't working out with you and them, they go off to this other person. They can also be married, by the way, or in a long term committed relationship with someone else. Or you can be the Empress, the person they're in a long term committed relationship with, and then they're running off to a third party. Put yourself in the story where you fit, Taurus, if this is your reading. Now, what I will say is right now, you and this person's on a break, whatever that looks like for you. And you're very disappointed. You've overthought this situation so many times, and you just don't want to fight anymore. So you're just letting the tower fall. In tarot, the tower represents crisis, the walls come crashing down, disaster. But also, the tower can represent transformation. In this situation, it's almost like you're preserving your peace so you can eventually get to a space of just letting it be. You're not overthinking it anymore. You're not forcing it anymore. You're just letting it be. And as much as you keep letting this person have access to you, the more you're noticing the cycle repeats. It never changes. So you're in hermit mode away from this. And you're just like, I don't have any fight in me anymore, Mika. Oh, I can't do anything else with this. I hear you, Taurus. I hear you. So, what is this person's intentions moving forward with Taurus? Yeah. So, they want to let go of the third party, Two of Pentacles in reverse. And of course, come on in conveniently back to you. Like I said, it's like I'm psychic or something. Be warned, when they're away from you, they're not going to church. They're not doing the hard work and working on improving themselves, healing. Oh no. They're seeking validation and attention from others. And then when that doesn't work out, here they come. Things are a little different in their energy, though, this time around, this cycle, because with the tower coming down in your energy, you're putting up a firm boundary. And this boundary speaks volumes to your standard and your expectation. Remember, I say you have standards, you have, expectations of what you will and will not accept. And it makes this person very sad to experience this type of rejection from you. It makes them feel very defeated and disappointed. But they understand, surprisingly. They know. They know that they've got to let go of the third party. They know. They know what you're saying. But will they do that? What is their intentions? Will they do that? I don't think they're equipped to do that at this time. Ten of Cups speaks of illusions in the reverse. If I've got to sell a dream to Taurus, let Taurus know that we can be in a relationship, we can be together. That's what I'm going to do. But I don't want to necessarily let go of this third party. For some, like I say, it's a husband, a wife, a girlfriend, boyfriend. It's definitely someone else there. How does this person view Taurus? The Hangman and the Six of Pentacles. They look at you as someone that demands reciprocity, respect, a fair and equally yoked relationship, one that is balanced. They know you're not settling because you don't trust them. Too many broken promises for you. They can be a Virgo, a Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo, Libra, Gemini, Cancer. Also have Sagittarius here. Let's pull some oracle messages for you. And let's see what they're keeping hidden from you. Tauruses. Thank you all so much for being here, Taurus. Be sure you hit the like button if you're enjoying the reading. I love your boundaries, your standards. Very, very strong. Very, very, very much fighting back. What is this person keeping hidden from Taurus spirit? Ooh, guilty. They're guilty and they feel it. They feel the guilt. They feel the guilt, and it says, I feel pain from the damage I've caused. Yeah. So you know this is your reading because you know this person has done you wrong. They haven't treated you right. You're holding them accountable, and they feel it. Yeah, the secret third party they weren't telling you about. We have secrets. I haven't told you everything. Yeah, that's what they feel guilty about. Their secret. Secret love affairs, secret life, secret hookups. All right. That's what I have for you, Taurus. Remember, these readings are for those who need it most. So, of course, it's not everybody's message. But if it's yours, let me know. I hope it's helped you in some type of way for the person that needs to hear the message. Geminis are next. Now, someone in the comments was being very, very ugly and rude. And they asked, do we get any good readings? Of course you do. If you watch my readings and you watch my channel. Sometimes the readings are actually really good. It's just all dependent on what I ask spirit and what it is the collective energy is coming through to be. Now, I always encourage everybody watching to look into your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. Also, when you watch tarot, know these are general messages. The best and most accurate readings that you can be experienced in receiving from me would be a personal reading. And to do that, book one at mikadivinespiritualguidance.com. But I strongly advise that you be sensitive to those who need these messages most. Just because it's not your story doesn't mean that someone watching doesn't need to hear the message. So please be respectful in the chat and thank you for your support. Here we go, Gemini. A lot of Geminis on tonight. Hello, Geminis. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Gemini. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Gemini? And the person that Gemini is currently connected to in love and romance right now in this moment. We have the Sun in the reverse, the Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have Judgment and the Queen of Wands with the Moon in the reverse. Okay. So, Gemini, if this is your reading, this is someone who has a problem. They're disappointed in how they were moving with you, and they feel as if things are not going according to plan. All right. I think they had their idea. They had an idea that they could kind of like, let me pull some cards to see what their idea was. What is this person thinking? Because this person has a very weird mindset and thought processes. Okay, they thought they can lie to you and manipulate you. That's what I was going to say. Um, Trick you, to be desperate, to be codependent, to come chasing after them, to love them, to be with them, to not resist them. But their plan backfired and it didn't work. If anything, I think things have not gone very well. And they're disappointing that this almost reverse psychology trick or whatever game that they were playing, because it feels like a game they were playing, kind of backfired. What is this about? Yeah, this is about getting you to fall deeply and madly in love with them, to stay in that energy, even when this person has disappointed you. And a part of the karmic experience, which you don't realize, is they're realizing that you're standing in your power. You're doing the very thing that they didn't want you to do. And that's letting go, releasing, surrendering, cutting your losses. Tell me about the sun in the reverse for Gemini's person. Yeah. This person's very depressed and sad, disappointed. They're almost in a very low vibrational space because they feel like they screwed up big time when it comes to you. They didn't expect you to like cut them off, walk away, do what you did. They expect you to do the complete opposite. So now they're like stuck in this disappointing energy. They just want to make peace. I don't know if this person wants a relationship with you. I just think they want you guys to be at peace because this is not fair. The fact that you're ignoring them, cutting them off, moving on, letting this go. Yeah, you're letting go of the idea that this is your person. Many of you guys were living with them, considered having a marriage, a relationship, because this person's dead weight. You were kind of carrying the dream, the relationship on your own, while this person sat around and played a bunch of games. Yeah, I noticed about this person, they love to play games to get what they want out of people. They also have this ability to convince you every time they come around, because I feel like this is not the first time. They have this ability to convince you to give them another chance, even when they mess up. So they were kind of banking on that same vibration that you always gave them in the past while they still hold on to their singlehood and juggle you with other options. So this is a man or a woman, no matter the gender, that enjoys being in a relationship, but yet still living a life of a single man or woman. And what that experience does to you is it makes you feel like maybe this whole thing was an illusion. Maybe this person was selling me a dream. I think so. This person is a wordsmith. They do a very good job with saying a lot of things, a lot of future faking, false promises. So, what is this person's intentions now? So, yeah, we got the Three of Cups in the reverse and the Nine of Swords. They're really thinking about letting go of these other options and working on things. Um, I'm getting their next move with you, working on the things to say, the things to do, to muster up that apology. But they got a lot of work ahead because this is someone who likes to do the bare bone minimum and not really give a lot, but they like to receive a lot. So this is where I say they're like dead weight when you're talking about a relationship. It's just like they're there and you're just dragging them up in there, forcing them to kind of do what it is they do, but then they say all these false promises. So tell me about this Wheel of Fortune in reverse for Gemini. So they will continue to break their own heart. This is not the first time this person has done this. This is someone that repeats this cycle with everybody. And when things don't go well, they like to project the blame on others and say, oh, it's everybody else's fault. But they don't look at themselves and say, well, I did treat some people wrong. I didn't really contribute my part. So, yeah, of course, I can see why Gemini rejects me. So, with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, it feels like, they're refusing to apologize, they're refusing to take accountability. Um, they love to be chased and they love to have the other person be the one to do all the work. Hmm. I want to ask one more thing. What about Gemini? What is Gemini thinking about this person? You're thinking about ghosting them because they definitely are turning you off by the second, by their behavior, by their actions. It's getting a bit too much at this point for you to continually put in the work and not get the benefits or the results that you're seeking, that they claim that they're going to give you. So you're thinking this is a waste of your time. The logic hits you and you begin to realize, wait a second, is this person playing me for a fool? Yeah, they are. They are. They could be a fellow air sign, such as yourself, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. That's heavy in the energy, so they can have a lot of air in their chart. They can also be a Scorpio, a Taurus, a Libra, a Leo, and I'm also getting Pisces and Cancer. All right, so let's pull some oracle messages now, and let's see what comes through. So, what is this person secretly thinking that they're keeping hidden from Gemini? Toya says, much respect and love to you, Queen Warrior. Thank you so much, Toya. I appreciate it. And thank you so much for the star. Thank you, Boo. So remember I said your person could be an air sign? Look at all these thoughts. This person is thinking very deeply. It says reflection. Being away from you has allowed me to gain clarity. So yeah, they're starting to see things a little differently about how this is not working out in their favor. And we also have daydreaming. Again, more air energy. Daydreaming. I'm always longing for you. So they're fantasizing about having you back in their life. I'm getting a lot of lustful energy, fantasizing about the good times, things you guys used to do in the bedroom, what have you. That's all they do. They just kind of think. They're in their thoughts. They just sit back and just fantasize. And it makes them very sad that that things got out of hand. But they chose their path. I hate that. I hate that they chose a dark path. And the truth is, Gemini, this person's karmic cycle is still on repeat. So if you were to let this person back, Spirit wants you to know it's going to repeat a cycle. All right. We're doing Cancer now. Good luck to you, Gemini. I think you made the right decision to let go of the dream, the illusion, and see it for what it is. Looking at the facts. SCX says, Mika, you just gave me chills. He's a Virgo. Yes, ma'am. I'm glad you enjoyed that. Listen, Cancers, let's do this. Any Cancers here? I know we have Cassandra in the crowd. We also have our amazing mods, Kita Boo in the building, reminding everybody to hit that like button. Tap the screen, y'all. Thank you for those that are here live. Welcome. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, hit subscribe. Please, please, please. I'm definitely ready to grow this channel and give these messages to those that need the messages the most. And we're all about uplifting the collective here and educating and empowering you to really be on that spiritual journey of growth, stability, balance, joy, peace, and attracting the love that you absolutely deserve. Yeah. Speaking of love, where are those lovey dovey cancers? Let's do it. My cancers. Get them crab legs down, cancers. Here we go, guys. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Cancer. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Cancer and the person that Cancer is currently connected to in love and romance? Right now, in this moment, we have Judgment in the reverse. The Ace of Pentacles. The Five of Pentacles in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have Temperance in the reverse and the Two of Cups. This feels a lot like someone that wants to fix and repair the relationship because they don't feel the same when they're not in your energy. They feel thrown off. They feel unbalanced. And so they're becoming impatient. Let's just get this thing on the road, Cancer. Can we just work on the relationship already? Can we just get back on stable ground? I get it. I didn't make the right choices in the past. I know I was being an idiot, but come on, help me out. Now, Cancer, this is someone I feel like that makes a lot of bad decisions. Would you agree? They put a lot of time, effort, and investment in prioritizing other things in their life, whether it be their career, their family, friends. But when it comes to you, they weren't prioritizing you. But why do I feel like to you, they were your world? You see, what triggers this person the most is they're not receiving the same benefits that they were getting when you guys were together. Whatever you were doing that showed you were really invested, that you were a real one, that you took good care of this person, you provided a very solid, stable experience that I know for a fact they took for granted. And while you guys were together, they were just like, okay, thank you, Cancer. Cool, whatever. I'll get to you later. Let me go over here. All right. Now, what over here looks like could be a lot of things. I'm reading for a lot of Cancers. For I'm getting like a group of you, it was their family. Other group of you, it was third parties, like an actual relationship. Others of you was their friends. It was like, thank you, Cancer. I'm gonna take from you, and then I'll get to you later. Right? They feel like you're being a bit selfish now. Why are you holding back from me? Why are you not doing what you did? Hmm. I need your help. I need that back in my life. Tell me a little bit about that, Spirit. Yeah, we're not done here. We're not done here, Cancer. So where are you going? Like, I, I wasn't done with you. This is too much. You're making things difficult, way more difficult than it needs to be. So the issue is not, hear me, the issue is not, I love you and I miss you. The issue is, I miss what you do for me and what you provided me in the relationship experience that I took for granted. I didn't realize how special you made me feel, how stable I felt in your energy, in your presence, in your beautiful aura of pure love. I miss it now. So, what you doing? Why are you doing this to me? Hello, Cancer. Yeah, the battle is, why are you not talking to me? Why are you not taking action towards me like you used to? Why are you not doing what you used to do? Well, I'm going to tell you this. With the Ace of Pentacles, this is you guys busy doing other things. You're creating a whole nother cycle or a whole nother life. Let's look at that Ace of Pentacles. Some of you guys are starting a new job or you're creating a new relationship with someone. Or for some of you, this Ace of Pentacles could just be like hitting the restart button on your life. Like you're focused on something new. Yeah. You've tried to work on things with this person in the past, Cancer, but they keep letting you down. Your intention was always, in my opinion, according to the energy of the Cancers that I'm reading, pure. But what you couldn't do was be a part of an experience that kept letting you down. So you're moving with the idea or mindset of, I'm going to focus on what's going to make me happy now. I'm going to let go of always investing and giving to people that really disappoint me. You have this thing about you, Cancer, that I'm noticing in your energy that says, I got you no matter what. And that's what gave this person that strong stroke of the ego that made them feel like, well, I can put Cancer on the back burner. Cancer ain't really all that. I get to you when I, yeah, okay, all right. They see now that you are all that. Okay, all right. So yeah, you're focusing on the new. That keeps coming up in your energy, and for some of you, there will be temptation from this past person for a while. But I think you want something deeper. You don't want superficial, You don't want a relationship where this person always had their hand out needing something from you. You want to receive something in return. Because I'm sorry, Cancer, but you sure as hell deserve that. You deserve a fair relationship. You don't deserve somebody to keep taking from you. Keep taking, keep taking. That's not a healthy relationship. Okay? That makes you come across to this person. I'm not calling you this, but according to them, you come across as someone that looks desperate. And that's why they're like, well, shoot, cancer gonna be always there. But that's not what you were. You weren't giving desperate. You were just giving, I got you, but I need you to have me on the back end. And they never had you on the back end, you know? So, what is this person's true and honest feelings for Cancer right now? The Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Tower. So, they're going to continue to let their pride and ego get in the way. They're going to say, at the end of the day, I not dare face Cancer and do anything about it right now because I don't want to look like a fool. But I know like this is eating me up on the inside. It's killing me. It's making me feel um like I made a big mistake. But their pride and ego is so high that they can't even apologize or come back and say, you know what, let's work on things. They're just gonna let the tower fall. This selfish, arrogant thing of holding back. They're going to let it happen, at least in the energy today. What is this person's intentions moving forward? I think they're just trying to seek peace or calm after the storm elsewhere. And this can look like going to off to distract themselves with another karmic, again, pouring into those friendships. If they're in another relationship, pouring into that. Just doing anything that's just going to get their mind off of things with you. How does this person view Cancer right now in this moment? We have the Four of Swords in the reverse and the Sun. According to them, you're stressed out because you deep down want to still make them happy. Like you have this desperate energy, and they feel like what you're doing right now is an act, and they view you as somebody that will eventually break. You'll eventually drop this guard that you have up because you're going to eventually, you know, get over whatever they did to you, according to them. They have this mentality that you have always let them get away with it. So why not now? That's them talking. That's how they feel. All right. They can be earth sign, Capricorn towards Virgo. They can be a Scorpio, an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, a Leo, and that's it. All right. I got Aries as well. They can be any sign though, for sure. But that's the main energies. Be careful, y'all, with someone like that. If that's your story, you definitely don't want to be wrapped up with someone like that. But let's pull some oracles to see what they're keeping hidden from me. Lyric says, sounds about right, Mika. Mickey says, he's so silly because I loved stroking his ego. But like Cassandra said, I created a monster. And Cassandra did say, yep, I created a monster until my eyes were wide open. I know that's right. So, yeah, when you start looking at things for what it is, it just really changes how you go about dating and relationships. It really puts things in a bigger perspective that you don't have to settle for no crap, You don't got to do that. So, what is this person keeping hidden from Cancer? Reciprocity. I want to have equal give and take. According to them, You're not giving to them like you used to, so they feel like you need to give to them again. According to them, what they've been doing is just fine. Nothing's wrong with what they've been doing. Everything is just fine. But you're being a bit selfish now, Cancer. So I need a reciprocal love from you. That's what they're feeling and thinking. Yeah. But now that you're not doing it, they feel like they've made some type of big mistake. And it says, I wish I could right my wrongs. So remember, they do feel like, dang, I wish I can do something about it, but their pride and ego is not going to let that happen. They're not going to apologize. Not right now, at least. So that's what I have, Cancer. That was a very deep and rough reading. But again, it's not everybody's story. So only take it if it's yours, okay? And leave the rest. But for those that did resonate with it, thank you for sharing and confirming that you see it for what it is now. That's growth. That's spiritual growth. And I think Spirit wants you to know that you didn't make a mistake by letting this one go. All right. Next, we've got Mighty, Mighty Leo. Any Leos in the building? Mighty, Mighty Leo. Susan, hey boo, how you doing? Hey Cheryl. Here we go, Leo. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Leo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Leo and the person that Leo is currently connected to in love and romance at this time? We have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, Temperance in the reverse, the Knight of Cups. Underneath the deck, the Fool and the Five of Pentacles with the Four of Cups. I'm getting someone that really doesn't want to settle down. This is someone that's saying, I really don't want to be in a relationship. I just kind of like to do my own thing. I just, mm. This is your reading because this is someone that never really grows the relationship. This is someone that keeps you stuck and stagnant for a very long time. And I would definitely agree with this temperance in reverse that it totally throws your energy off. You're like, when are we going to progress this relationship? When is it going to grow? When is it going to evolve? When are you going to choose me? Or when is this thing going to become something more than where we are? So many questions with very little answers because this person is keeping themselves stuck in this non committal energy. So, what does this mean? More specifically, as to why this Page of Pentacles in reverse is here. You guys can be separated or at a distance, but they're fantasizing about you guys working things out, but not in the way that you think. I think for them, they know that your expectation is if they come back, they've got to get their crap together and make a choice. And that is what's kind of keeping this person stuck. Like, okay, I know Leo wants me to make a decision. I know Leo wants me to have an offer, but I don't got it in me right now. I don't got it in me right now. The most that I have that I can give Leo is dates, a little romance, a little fun. You know, this is one of those relationships that feels like the dating phase forever and ever. And it doesn't matter if you were married to this person or if you were in a long term committed relationship, like you guys said, you were boyfriend and girlfriend, but it felt like you were in the dating phase for a very long time. That's how you know this is your reading because that's where this person chooses to stay. But why do I feel like you are kind of putting an ultimatum in place? Or you have. Some of you guys have already told this person either you commit to me or I'm leaving. Either you step it up or I'm gone. That bothers this person because it's like, I don't want to have to make a choice. So they're beginning to lose all hope that this can work out. And a lot of you Leos are focused on maybe dating or considering connecting with other people because you're getting tired of waiting on this person to make a choice with you. The interesting thing about your energy, Leo, is you're not totally closing the cycle. Like there may be like 2%, 5%, the door is cracked. Just to say, if this person were to step their game up, I may give them a chance. I may. But then there's a party that's like, nah, I probably just need to go ahead and move on because you want commitment with the Hierophant. If any offer comes your way, you want something real, something solid, something that's mature, not no little teeny bopper. Let's have fun. And that's the energy of your person. So, what is this person's feelings for Leo? Ace of Wands, Ten of Pentacles. Tell me more about that. The Lovers. So, you know, they feel like they do want you guys to get back together. But of course, with the star in the reverse, they feel like it'll be shortly lived. They're not too confident that they can put in the work consistently with the Eight of Pentacles, clarifying the star in the reverse. It feels like it's a little bit over their level of maturity. They're not there yet. This person feels a little immature to me. What is their intentions? Yeah. Their intentions is to definitely, you know, think about it, but think about what you said, but I just don't see them following through. How does this person view Leo at this time? Yeah, they see that you are definitely serious about abandoning them unless they're willing to come in and change. But deep down, it hurts you to close the door on this or to push them away. But they see your strength. They see that you're determined to stand firm on your boundary. But they know, or at least they think, that there's a strong possibility that you may break. There's like a very small percentage possibility you may break. And that's what they're holding on to. That's the hope they're holding on to. This person is very addicted to you, by the way. So it's hard for them to just let it go. You are like a vice. You guys have a lot of chemistry. I'm getting a lot of sexual chemistry, romantic. You know, I feel like it feels good to be around each other when this person shows up in the right way, but they're not consistent. They could be a Capricorn, a Sagittarius, an Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Also got Aries here. Taurus, Virgo, Leo. Let me know if it resonates. We're going to look at oracles now, see what they're keeping hidden from you, Leo. Rosa says, yeah, I just broke up with this person also, and you're a Capricorn. Susan says, yes, Mika, non-committal. Definitely got non-committal energy. Ace Encore says, child. That's how I feel, child. So what is this person keeping hidden? What is this person keeping hidden from Leo? We have space. So this is confirmation with space. And it says, I need more time to think. So they're non-committal because they don't want to make a choice yet. I just need more time to think, Leo, to know what I want with you. I still don't know what I want with you. And then responsibilities. Yeah. Remember I said they're immature? Yeah. It's about like all the responsibilities. You want me to be a responsible man, a responsible woman, committal, do all this stuff. Like, oh man, it says I have to take care of my own financial and emotional needs. So maybe this person has a lot of stuff they got to work on in their life. They're just immature. They don't have much to offer you. So they feel like I don't know if I'm ready. I'm only a page of pentacles in reverse. I can't offer you much. They know that. So yeah, they're not in the space for what you would deem as husband material, wife material. I think the Knight of Cups is the best depiction of kind of the best that they got, which is dating, have fun, romance, good time, and that's it. All right. Let me know if it resonates for you. Mighty, mighty Leos. We got Virgos next. Virgo, Virgo. Keisha says, Mika, hi, beautiful. How are you? I'm doing good. You say, I hope you had a great day. I did. And then you said, you did a reading for me, and it sounds just like my person who is a Leo and I'm an Aquarius. Wow, cool. It definitely sounds like it could be your story. And cross watchers, I tell you guys all the time, sometimes when you watch those cross readings, the roles could be in the reverse. It's it's kind of powerful and cool how if you're watching a cross watcher reading, how the reading could resonate for your story, even though it's your person sign. So always, check it out. Your sun, moon, rising, and Venus sign, as well as your cross watcher reading. Virgos, let's do this. Virgo, Virgo. Any Virgos here? We got Keita, who's a Virgo moon. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Virgo. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Virgo? And the person that Virgo is currently connected to in love and romance. Right now, in this moment, we have justice. The Nine of Swords. The World. Underneath the deck, the Devil with the Ten of Wands and the Ace of Wands. Something's got a strong hold on your person's energy. For some of you, it's this person's addictions, their lifestyle. It's something very deep, very low vibrational, and it's led to a lot of failures and disappointment in their life. They would even say now, Virgo, Shoot, I get it. It's hard to do right by you. I get it. I get it why you want to pull your energy back. They're choosing to try their best to end this old version of themselves. But I keep hearing the word, it's just hard. Can you tell me a little bit about that? What is this devil energy? Yeah. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, King of Cups, and the Ten of Swords in reverse. They have this hot and cold energy where when they become so wrapped up emotionally, when they get triggered and they say, man, Virgo's amazing, Virgo's wonderful, and they start feeling that Peter patter in their heart, they clench up and they run. I can't get too close. I can't, you know, it's very much giving like an avoidant attachment style and fear of investing their heart, their emotion, deep love. So, in a very weird way, they're almost accepting the fact that it could just be over between you two because they have this fear of taking the very first step of doing anything about it. Screw it. I messed it up. I messed up this relationship. So what? I know I messed it up. So forget it. You know, I get it, Virgo. You're right. I'm a failure. I suck. I'm unstable. It's a lot of things you have told this person about themselves, about their character, about their behavior patterns, things that they need to change, Virgo. You've had these conversations about their codependency, their emotional unavailability. This is someone I would call Peter Pan, right? They don't ever want to grow up. And you got tired of that. I agree. You're right. I got a lot of growing up to do. But it's not something that makes you feel good to let this person go. It was just a responsible thing to do because you know deep down you deserve better. This just isn't your match. You would say, Virgo, Mika, I just feel like we're not matching. I like this. I expect that. I'm expecting them to do this, this, and this. And they can't even get halfway there. And then when they do, they complain. So there is a very powerful experience going on between you recognizing that you have to stop settling for less than you deserve, and this person's got to get way more mature and stable on their own. And it's disappointing because you invested. You invested a lot. A lot of pentacles here. Time, money, effort, energy into a very immature person. You took care of this person. And that's what you're upset about for a lot of you. You know? Someone says, yeah, this person was immature. I realized a lot. It was 5 years. Yeah, and that's the thing. Like, this is not no little small, shortly lived fling. This is something serious. They don't want to be alone though. That's the interesting thing. They want you guys to work on things, but they know they probably can't measure up because you guys have been in this relationship enough to where you know them, they know you. It's clear what the standard is. It's not a mystery. It's very crystal. It's just hard for them because, like I say, that devil energy is they have this thing about them that they just really just struggling letting go. It could be a lifestyle choice, addiction, or just like they don't want to change. It's just a matter of just doing something about it. So here you are doing, coaching, taking care of, it feels like a parent to a child dynamic. You taking care of this grown man or woman and they're dead weight. That's not a relationship. So what is this person's feelings towards Virgo then, spirit? The judgment and the lovers. They know that they love you. They know you are somebody that's very special to them, but what is their intentions? Their intentions, of course, is, you know, uh, fantasizing of what would happen if you guys were to make this work. This is someone that doesn't really stay in tune with reality. They live in a delusional world of fantasy and hopes and dreams, butterflies and rainbows. Remember when you guys were a kid and you had a big dream, you had fantasies, you thought big, dream big. That's what this person does. They dream big, hope big, say a lot of things, but then they don't show up big. They show up little, like very, very little. How does this person view Virgo? We have the Four of Swords, the Nine of Pentacles. They view you as a very strong, independent man or woman. They know that you are solid on your own, very independent. You don't need them. They know that you were a blessing in their life. You made their life better. And they feel like deep down you don't have the motivation to chase them, reach out to them, because it it's disappointing. And a lot of them feel like you could be dating other people um to make them jealous. But again, that's the immature part. They think you're dating other people to make them jealous when that may be how they operate, but I'm not getting you or dating other people to make them jealous. If you are dating Virgo, you're doing it for yourself and you're doing it to move on. But for some of you, they are noticing that you may possibly be dating or doing a lot of things for yourself. And that gives them the idea, if you're not dating, that you will be soon. And it's kind of making them feel very scared. Yeah, that it's over. There we go. That you're done for good. They're terrified. Definitely terrified, Virgo. Very terrified. They could be a Scorpio, a Taurus, an Aquarius, an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, a Gemini, a Pisces, Libra. Let me know if it resonates. Now, we're going to pull some oracles though before we go. So hold tight, Virgo. Oracle message here. Kita Boo says, yeah, Mika, I swear, this is Peter Pan. Definitely feeling it. Definitely feeling like that was definitely giving Peter Pan energy, that person. Yeah. So, what is this person keeping hidden from Virgo? We have self-love. It says, "I am still trying to heal." So yeah, they're really trying to detach from the toxic lifestyle or the toxicity or the behavior patterns that have left them where they are now, but it's still hard. They're still trying to work on that, okay? And it says, "Reveal." And it says, "I want to tell you the truth." So they want to tell you um that they're struggling. Okay. I think this person wants to let you know like they're trying to become a better man, a better woman for you, Virgo, that they're trying their best to become a more stable, mature person, but they're not there yet. And they want to have a conversation with you about that, but they just don't know how you're going to, receive that. Last one, yeah, how you're going to receive it. And look at this, disagreements. Yeah, they feel like you're mad at them. I wish you understood how I feel. They feel like you don't understand what they're going through. And you know why? Because you can't relate. Like I hate to say this, but you're a lot more mature, a lot more stable. You have a lot more going for yourself. This person's not even close to the level of maturity you have going on in your life. So, of course, there is going to be issues with them coming back with the excuse of, "Hey, I'm working on it. Hey, I need more time. Hey, cut me some slack. I got this going on, that going on." And you're going to be like, forget your excuses, do something about it. That's your energy. Do something about it. Don't complain about it, do something about it. And they're going to say, "Yeah, but I'm trying." And their trying looks like one day they do the right thing. And then they're like, "Yay, can I get a cookie?" Yeah, it's ridiculous, y'all. But that's what I have, Virgo. Let me know if it resonates. We got Libras next. Welcome to all the new beautiful souls of the channel. Hello, hello. Thank you guys for coming and checking out my channel, Mika Divine Spiritual Guidance. For those of you that are new here, I'm Mika, and I would definitely love to have you be a part of our beautiful soul family. If you're interested, simply hit subscribe. It's absolutely free, and I go live just about every single night. Be sure, though, you hit that notification bell so anytime I go live, you don't miss a reading. And if you're new here and don't know, I do offer personal readings. You can book your personal reading with me by visiting my website, mikadivinespiritualguidance.com. And as always, be sure that you guys like the video. Look at you, Janae. Oh, look at that, the little goat. How cute. She sent me a goat, y'all. It's a little statue. The goat. Thank you so much, boo. Yeah, so let's get those likes up, subscribe, show your girls some love. We're doing Libras now. Oh, here we go, y'all. Libra, Libra, the goat. It was cute. I know. I was like, look at the little goat trophy. It's like YouTube has upgraded their jewels. Like, I love the little clock it, the little clock it hand. That was cute. I was like, look at them. YouTube is really showing up and showing out. All right, here we go, Libra. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Libra. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Libra and the person that Libra is currently connected to in love and romance? Right now, in this moment, we have the Two of Pentacles, the Empress in the reverse, the Three of Cups. Underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse and the Knight of Cups in the reverse. Give me one more, Spirit. The Eight of Cups in reverse. All right. I see what's going on here, Libra. This is someone that you're kind of becoming very impatient with. You're saying enough is enough. This person needs to like step their game up and just make a choice. For some of you, they have put you kind of in a friend zone where they treat you like friends with benefits or friendly. They don't give you the full deep love experience. Why? Because they're going back and forth. Yeah, they're going back and forth between you and dating around or seeing what else is out there. Well, that didn't work out for them. Yeah, that third party, that Queen of Wands. I think their plan backfired because it looks like you've retracted your energy as the Empress in reverse. You could have been the main woman that they wanted to be with, or could have been married to, or the main guy. There are no gender in tarot. But this third party just didn't work out, whoever that third party was. And they feel a bit foolish for playing this dangerous game with you, Libra. So they know they gotta make things right with you. And to do this, again, they're going to try to convince you, let's be friends, or they're going to come across very friendly. Let's go slow. Nothing too serious. It's too risky. But they miss you. You're all they think about. And what they also think about is how they played themselves out of a good relationship. Because you're not just anybody. Libra, you are someone they put on a pedestal as loyal, abundant, stable. You have it going on. Like you're not just a booty call, but they kind of treated you like that. And it's like, who do you think you playing with? That's the energy you're at with it. Clock it. You rather be single than be played with? Yeah. You're like, listen, I could do bad all by myself than be playing this game with this person. You don't like it here because they don't really give you all the truth that you need to make a rash decision. They keep a lot of secrets from you. You become very paranoid, confused. You don't know what to do. But right now, at this moment, your energy is saying, I'm losing patience with this person. I just got to pull back. If they want me, then they're going to come get me at this point. Well, let's ask. Let's see. How do they really feel about Libra? The Sun, Ten of Pentacles. So, according to them, they see you as a stable, abundant option, someone who has a lot of worth and value, someone they can potentially see settling down with if they're ready to do that. But they may have lost it all. So they're preparing themselves to just move forward if they need to. The ball is in your court. The ball is in your court. If you choose to walk away, they have no choice. But if you give them a chance, then they're open to that. So, how do they view Libra right now? Ten of Swords and Four of Pentacles. Holding a grudge. They feel like you're holding a grudge against them, Libra. And, it's because you keep experiencing a lot of issues with this person's behavior. They don't know how to love you properly. and you're tired of waiting on them to just show up in love. What they show up in is superficial, friendly, third party juggling. And according to them, you rather just pour that cup of love that you used to give to them back into yourself at this time. And they understand that. But, they're hoping that you would give them another chance. But I don't think they're going to be the one to extend the offer at this time. They could be an Aquarius, a Libra, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, Leo, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Gemini. All right. Let's pull some oracles now. And let's see what they're keeping hidden from you. Joanna says, yeah, definitely lost it all. She said they can get going. I know that's right. Thank you so much for the clock it, boo. I appreciate it. All right. So, what is this person keeping hidden from Libra? They don't want Libra to know. We have understanding. And it says, I see your side of the story. So again, this is where they're putting, everything in your court. They're saying, I get it. I know why you're upset at me, Libra. I get it. I was being a total ass. I know. So I can see things from your side and I can understand if you never want to talk to me again. I totally accept that loss. But, I cherish the memories we share with these photos. They may even look at old pictures of you guys together and just pray that maybe one day you'll show them some grace and forgive them. Maru says, Aquarius broke up with me, Libra, this week. You're right, 100%. There we go. We also have overwhelmed. Yeah. I told you they're overwhelmed by this loss. You are someone that was very valuable to them, but they just didn't treat you right, right? It says overwhelmed. The stress from this is draining me because you're all they think about. If this person has like a magical wand, I think they honestly would love to like redo the past and try to do better. But I hate to say it, they kind of created their own mess. Like they had a beautiful opportunity with you. You're showing up as an empress. No matter the gender, male or female, you were definitely someone that had a lot going for yourself. And they screwed it up. That's on them. Yeah. So that's what I have for my Libra friends there. We're going to move on next to Scorpio. Any Scorpios in the crowd? I said we have the ambassador has made their way. Scorpio, Scorpio. Let's do this. When love heals. Woohoo! Is in the building. Keish. Jonica. Nuna. And Mika, who's a Scorpio rising. Let's see the foolery we have today, Scorpios. Here we go. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Scorpio. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Scorpio and their person that they're connected to in love and romance right now in this moment? We have the Ten of Swords. The Knight of Pentacles. Is that King? No, I'm sorry. That's the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Sorry, Scorpio. Ten of Swords, King of Pentacles in the reverse, and the World in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Seven of Cups in the reverse, the Four of Swords in the reverse, and the Two of Swords. Oh, right. Okay. Life is lifing for your person at this point. Life is lifing. Things are not going very well in their life. And you look unbothered. They can't really find what they're looking for. And what they're looking for is another you, or they're looking for someone that can provide that level of love and experience you gave them in someone else. But the scorpionic energy is a true experience, and let me tell you something. It can't be duplicated. Can't be duplicated. So they're stressed out that you got them blocked. They're stressed out that you're holding back from them. Because according to them, they've been trying to reach out to you. They've been trying to get you to drop your guard. They've been trying to get back to this unfinished business you guys share. According to them, the cycle is still open, even though it looks like you've ended it with them. And they're devastated that you won't give them a chance. It drives them insane. They feel like you don't trust them anymore. They feel like you don't have the same type of love for them anymore. Like, cue the violins at this point. Cue the violins. Yeah. Mhm. It's very sad. It's a very sad day for this person. They're going through it, y'all. Talk about the Ten of Swords. Feels like karma to me, but I'm just. Yeah, they feel like they made a fool out of themselves. The judgment in reverse. They're like, damn, homie, I really messed up big time. I really messed up, man. Yeah, what's the judgment in the reverse here? I should have worked on this relationship with Scorpio when I had the chance. I should have stepped my game up. I should have did this. I should have did that. Exactly. Stupid games get you stupid prizes. They played a dangerous game, so they won a stupid prize. Look at that. You know what I'm noticing about this person? They love to control how this relationship goes. And when they don't feel like they got control of how this relationship goes, they got a problem. In the past, Scorpio, let's call it what it is. You let this person get away with a few things. Yeah, a little thing here or two. But what they didn't know is that you were watching them. You were studying them. You were playing chess, not checkers. So the joke is on them. They thought they were in control, but what they were doing was controlling a bunch of lies. This person is very manipulative, by the way, and a liar. The lie was, I want to be with you. I want a relationship with you. I want to build with you. But the truth is, they were non-committal. The truth is that they were a page pretending to be an emperor. They were a false emperor. That this person is full of a lot of switch up. They're like a chameleon. They know how to become certain things to try to get what they want. And that is how they flipped it to try to feel like they were in control of this relationship with you. Chess, not checkers. That's what they miss. You playing with the big dogs now, homie. You playing with the big boys. Okay. All right. All right. King of Pentacles. You feel me? Last time I checked, you was no page, Scorpio. You was a whole king in this mother. Definitely giving shapeshifter. But you was the real deal. So you were solid. You were generous. You were stable. And this person was a fake, a fraud, a phony. It took a while for you to figure it out, though. I think you didn't want to accept the truth. You were building a case. You had all the information to lead to a startling conclusion that this person tried to play Scorpio. Wait a second. Who? No, now. So it broke your heart. Yes, it did. You don't want this person to see you sweat. That's what I'm noticing about your energy today. So you're not really letting them see you sweat, not letting you see you feel bad or disappointed. A lot of you feel kind of like a failure in a sense. Like, dang, man, why didn't I catch this sooner? That kind of deal. Well, it's okay. Spiritual lessons happen this way. Sometimes it takes a while for people to catch on. But with the Ace of Wands in reverse to the Six of Swords in reverse, you're telling yourself or you're reminding yourself constantly, Scorpio, I got to protect my peace. I got to remember what this fool did to me to try to break me down and rob me of my joy, rob me of my peace, rob me of this, rob me of that. Scorpio, as a water sign, you feel deeply. You love very, very hard. And when people operate out of this narcissistic type of behaviors, it's very difficult for you to see it at face value. But what you realize over time is the inconsistency. So, the spiritual lesson in all this is don't give so much to someone who hasn't earned you. Don't invest so much so soon when you don't even know who the hell you're dealing with. You have so much to offer someone who really deserves you, Scorpio. So, this protection mechanism of not investing or giving to this is exactly what you needed to do to protect your peace. And I think you're saying, I can't go back and forth about this anymore. Done with it. Very good, Scorpio. So, what is this person's feelings for Scorpio moving forward? Wheel of Fortune and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. They're hoping that things will go in their favor if, you trust that they'll let go of these other options. But of course, anytime that they try to reach out to you or build, they get let down. What is their intentions? To just take the loss. If you don't, if you keep rejecting them or you keep pushing them away, they're going to take the loss. How does this person view Scorpio right now in this moment? How do they view Scorpio? King of Wands in the reverse and the Four of Swords, and then the Hierophant. You know, they feel like you still fantasize about the relationship you have with them, and they feel like you're a bit stressed out and eventually you're going to break. I don't know why they think that, Scorpio, but that's what they're saying. They feel like eventually you're going to have a weak moment and maybe you'll break. So that's why, Scorpio, if you have this person blocked and you notice that they're calling you for from unknown numbers, DMing you, constantly trying to get your attention, it's because they have something about them that's saying, yeah, mm-hmm, I know Scorpio wants me. I know Scorpio is going to try to, you know, eventually have a weak moment and want to have a new beginning with me because I'm that important. I'm that sexy. I'm that handsome. I'm all this. I'm all that in the bag of chips. No. But that's what they think. Yeah. Ace of Cups, that you guys will have a new beginning. Be careful, y'all. This is someone that's a trip for sure. A trip. They could be a fixed sign, by the way. Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius, Leo. I also got Aries here, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, as well as air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. All right. And Aries. Let's pull some oracles now for Scorpio. When Love Hill says, wow. I know, right? So, what is this person keeping hidden from Scorpio? They're not going to reveal to you that secretly they feel broken, devastated, which we saw that already. This is confirmation with the Ten of Swords being the first card that came out in your person's energy. They really feel defeated. The card says broken. I feel shattered about this situation. Yeah, they feel shattered. They feel horrible that they missed out on such a beautiful relationship. They felt like you were actually a good person, a good catch. No one compares to you. Like I said, they're trying to find um, other people like you, and this is just not happening for them. So that's why they feel like deep down it's not over. Like I said, confirmation. You guys have some unfinished business. We still have things to resolve and discuss according to them. That's what they're keeping hidden. So they're not going to quit. All right. That's what I have for you, Scorpio. Definitely giving narcissist vibes. Y'all let me know if it resonates. Of course, I'm not a psychiatrist, psychologist, medical professional, but definitely giving a lot of those narky vibes. All right. Sagittarius is next. Now, Cassandra, they don't feel remorse. They just feel like the energy of I miss Scorpio. I miss that energy. So yeah, that's kind of where they are. Jonica says 100% resonates. Yes, ma'am. Ambassador Scorpio says the embassy extends gratitude for the scorpionic reading. You're welcome. All right, Saggy Wadgies, let's do this. Locapucci. Hey, boo. Thank you so much for rejoining our Soul Tribe membership. Thank you. If you guys are interested in becoming a member of the channel, simply click that join button. Learn about all the perks that come along with being a member. One of those includes a complimentary reading from your favorite tarot reader. That's right. Just by joining the membership, you are entitled to a free complimentary reading. And right now, we are in the middle of wrapping up a very important series called Single and Ready. It's a 16 episode exclusive video series for those who are single and wanting to know how to spiritually evolve, connect, and attract your true soulmate. And it gives you step-by-step guide of how to date. What are the red flags? What are the green flags? What do you know? What are you supposed to do with this? What are you supposed to do with that? And for those of you that don't know, I am a certified matchmaker and dating coach as well as life coach. So please check it out. It is only $9.99 per month. It's going to be amazing for those that are actually interested in finding their true person and soulmate because we dive deep in that series. And for those of you that are members or rejoining our membership like Local Poochie, be sure you check it out because you have full access to all the episodes we have now. We've already done 11 episodes and we're going to finish up the last few this weekend. All right, here we go, Sagittarius. Thank you to our amazing mods tonight, by the way. Thank you so much, Kita Boo, Lisa, Fame Frenzy. Thank you guys so much. This is a long reading, but I'm trying to make up for lost time. Because I wasn't on last night. But I hope you guys are enjoying it. If you are, don't forget to tap the screen, tap the screen to show your love and support. It's absolutely free. And it's a great way to energetically donate to the channel. I'm sending so much positive love and light and abundant and blessing energy to all of those beautiful souls who have liked the video and all of you guys that are watching live or the recording. May God bless you. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Again, the little bit counts. A little bit counts. Even though YouTube doesn't pay me a lot, every little bit counts. Even the little $5, I'll probably get paid by YouTube for doing this reading. So thank you guys so much for your support. Here we go, Sagittarius. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Sagittarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Sagittarius? And the person that Sagittarius is currently connected to in love and romance. Right now, in this moment, we have the Ace of Wands, the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, the Magician. Underneath the deck, we have Justice in the reverse, and the Eight of Wands in the reverse, and the Nine of Cups. I'm getting a lot of lustful energy from your person, Sagittarius. A lot of attraction, a lot of lust, and a lot of desire to want to have a passionate new beginning with you. They don't like when you pull your energy back. They don't like when you guys are at odds. And in their eyes, the best way to make this relationship work is a little magic stick, a little magic poom poom, a little bumping and grinding in between the sheets. Okay? Yeah. I don't know about you, Sagittarius, but I'm hearing this person is kind of a buzzkill, a turnoff at this time for you because you feel like they're not measuring up to become the person that you need them to be. But according to them, they're everything that they need to be because they're coming in, they're extending a passionate new offer. They're trying to show up with some romance and dates and, lovey dovey energy. They don't like to be alone. So, whatever they got to do to not be alone, that's what they're trying to do. Now, you with the Page of Pentacles in the reverse, to the Queen of Swords in the reverse, to the Nine of Pentacles, you know, you don't know if you can really do much with this relationship because you've been there, done that. You see that it just doesn't evolve or grow to the level that you need it to. And that kind of pisses you off. You, on the contrary, are somebody that is stable, abundant. You have your stuff together. This person doesn't have their stuff together, so they always kind of cling on to other people for that compensation of support. So you knowing this, Sagittarius, you feel like it's so risky. Like, is there really any benefit here with being with this person? Not really. That's how you feel. It's not really benefiting you much. What is this person's feelings for Sagittarius spirit? Queen of Cups, Three of Swords in the reverse with the Knight of Wands. They feel like they messed up in the past and they want to move past that, and they just want to kind of like come in with a lighthearted, like I'm saying, like sexual, fun, exciting energy. Like, woohoo, let's just sweep all that under the rug and let's have a little fun. Woohoo. I don't know about you, Sagittarius, but it feels like this is somebody that is avoiding doing the hard things. They rather kind of brush off the responsibilities of fixing the problems in the relationship and kind of cover it with excitement, fun, dating, lust. And that's not a mature way to handle situations. So, this is your reading because when you were involved with this person, Sagittarius, you may have noticed that they just kind of put adult conversations or important issues that need to be addressed on the back burner, or saying, hey, let's just not worry about, stuff like that. And you're like, but we're never going to get to where we need to get to if we don't address the issues. Well, they don't want to, they don't want to talk about all that. Local Poochie says on point. If this is your story, there has been a period where you guys were broken up or separated or at a distance from each other. And during that time, this person realizes like there is nobody better than you. And that's what keeps them up at night with the Ten of Wands. And they feel like if they were to compare you to anybody else that they've tried to get to know or date, they realize, wait a second, Sagittarius was actually way better for me or did more for me, was very much a solid partner. Why? Because you have more to offer than these other hoes. So they feel like over time, if they just try to just work their magic on you with this lust, this, whatever mess, this charm, this vibe, then that's going to be enough to convince you to drop your guard and let them come back. Like that's where they are with it for real, for real. Locapucci says, on point, Mika is the real deal 100%. Shira says, yeah. Cherie says, yeah, he literally said that yesterday, Mika. Spot on. See? Yep. So how does this person feel about Sagittarius then? Hopeful. Like, I don't know. This person has a very optimistic attitude with the fact that maybe you guys can fix and repair things. They can work their magic on you. I keep getting like magic. Like this person thinks there's some kind of magician or something. Like they got this special touch, the razzle dazzle. Like they have studied you, they know what you like, they know how to make you smile, they know how to give you that lighthearted energy. They just know how to like work you. And to a point, Sagittarius, they ain't lying. They know how to get you every time. If you crack that door open, you're gonna be like, oh. You know what I'm saying? They know that. They really are some kind of magician. This person could definitely have a very heightened intuition. They just know you well. They know how to work their magic on you. I keep getting that. What is their intentions moving forward? Okay, we have the Queen of Wands in the reverse, and then we have the Moon in reverse. So they're still going to explore their options eventually if things don't work out with you. Yeah. They want again, this is someone that can't be alone. So if they feel like you're pushing them away or you're giving them a hard time or their magic isn't working or their spell, this magical spell they have on you is starting to fade, then that's when they're going to be like, "Ah, panic. Maybe I can go find something." So they're constantly chasing this high or they're constantly chasing this power that they can get what they want out of the situation with you. How does this person view Sagittarius? The Empress, okay? The Empress and the Judgment. Oh, I know that's right. Sagittarius, they look at you as somebody that is very, very solid. Like they put you on a pedestal as an Empress, abundant, stable, wifey material, hubby material. They see you as somebody that's very loyal, trustworthy. Some of you guys can be business owners or leaders, or you guys were just like a true boss, like you took care of a lot of things in the relationship. Very dependable, like they have no real issues with you. Like that is not the thing. They don't have issues with you. They have just issues with when they don't get their way. So it's not that they have issues with your worth and value. They have issues when they feel like they can't get what they want out of you. So, yeah, they feel like you're rising up in your power and you're saying, I think not. Not today, Satan. Absolutely not. Like you're putting a firm boundary in place, demanding respect, demanding only the best, letting them know who's boss. And to be honest, they respect that. A lot of you guys are very guarded. Some of you guys can have them blocked. If you're not blocked, you're definitely pull your energy back and you're evaluating and assessing the situation and saying, hold on a second. Yeah, I can't fully commit to this right now. I can't fully commit to this right now. I gotta see what's going on, with you, because you something else. That's where you are with it. They could be an Aquarius, a Libra, Gemini, Pisces, Sagittarius, Aries, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, Libra, Scorpio. I got a lot of signs here, y'all. Could be anybody. All right. You can have those signs predominantly your sun, moon, rising, or Venus sign of your chart, or they could. That's your reading. Let's pull some oracle messages, y'all. I'm sorry, Saggy. What about Sagittarius person? What are they keeping hidden from Sagittarius? We have, yeah, that you're a missed opportunity. This is confirmation of what I'm saying. They put you on a pedestal as being an empress or an emperor, no matter the gender. Like you're somebody of a lot of worth and value. Look at y'all. Y'all boss for real. Look at that lady in the picture. And it says, I didn't act when I should have. Like I didn't take this relationship as seriously as I should have when I had a chance with Sagittarius. So they missed a golden, abundant, you're probably the best relationship they're ever going to see in this lifetime. And they fumbled their blessing. They fumbled their blessing. That's pretty much what it is. That's how they feel secretly. And we have space. So what they're doing right now, it says space, I need more time to think. So they're really thinking about their next move. So if you haven't heard from this person, it's not because they don't see your worth and value. it's because they need time to think their next move. And then when they do reach out and you reject them, it's kind of like they pull their energy back and revamp and say, oh, snap. Okay. What should I do now? Okay, I'm gonna do this. And boom, they reach out and they, attempt again. So I'm getting that for some of you, it's like they're planning their next move. If you're still in contact with them, they're walking on eggshells and being very strategic about what they say and do because they don't want to miss out on this. Okay, so put yourself in the storyline where you fit. Again, it's a general reading. So take it if it's yours. If not, leave it for everyone else. Capricorns are next. We have any Capricorns here? Capricorn. Capping the corn. Okapuji says 100 on point. Thank you, boo. Pros Smoke says yes, they did. There we go. Saggy Wadgy. A lot of confirmations in that reading. Thank you, Saggies, for sharing your stories. I appreciate it. Shira says that was spot on. Thank you. I just subscribed. Well, welcome. Thank you so much for subscribing. For those that don't know, I am the real deal. I have been born with a spiritual gift, and I choose to share my gift with the world to uplift the collective and get you guys to a higher vibration and frequency of self-love, self-care, healing, and choosing to move into better directions in your life. Because let's say you're in a situation with someone, you got to always choose yourself. You got to look at it for what it is and do what's best for you. So I'm hoping I'm doing a good job with that. Here we go, Capricorn. Thank you guys so much for being here. When Love Hill says Mika's the best. Thank you, boo. Love you too, Local Poochie. I'm so glad to see you're back. Here we go, Capricorn. Let's do this. And big shout out to Fred, man. Fred has been holding it down. He's been a loyal subscriber and mod of the channel for a while now. It's good to see Fred here. Hey, Fred. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Capricorn. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Capricorn and the person that Capricorn is currently connected to in love and romance right now in this moment? We have the Four of Swords in the reverse, the Ten of Swords in the reverse, the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Five of Swords and the Lovers. This person is fighting an internal battle with self. It's very sad because it's almost like they're self sabotaging a beautiful opportunity. They're so stressed out, but they're doing it to themselves. They love you on a very deep level, Capricorn. But this is someone that has this big fear of commitment, fear that things can go absolutely wrong, fear of giving their heart, fear of being emotionally present and vulnerable. But this is not the first time they've done this. All of this is a result of past trauma, pain. Some of them could have grown up in very toxic home environments with their parents, family. So to them, love is not safe. Love is pain. They want oh so bad to make this work. They do. But they just rather let it just get it away from them if they got to risk putting their heart out there. Tell me about this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. You know what I'm noticing about them is they do a lot of thinking. They go from one extreme to the next. Maybe I can trust Capricorn and fall in love. Maybe I can have a relationship with Capricorn. Maybe, But no, what if Capricorn hurts me? So the experience on the receiving end of all this Capricorn feels very much one sided. And it also feels like this person is running some type of game, but you wouldn't even know how deep their love goes because they keep breaking your heart. You put so much work into this. So now I feel like you're in a mission to work on only relationships that are reciprocal. No more one sided relationships. No more investing in people who don't invest with you. It sucks because love was deeply hidden in this person's spirit for you that they may not even really know like what is it they're feeling and why they miss you so much. But the sad thing about it is it's too late. I don't think you want to extend a love offer because you think of this person in a very negative light. You don't have any more fight in you. You've been fighting a battle for a very long time here with this person. Can you tell me a little bit about that battle spirit of them just being fair, being a fair partner for you? Like I said, you're tired of making them just do right. Mm. How does this person feel about Capricorn right now, spirit? Hierophant, Six of Swords in reverse. So now that you've retracted your energy, Capricorn, they're really rethinking that commitment thing that you were talking about. And they're saying, maybe I should give it a shot. They're thinking about it. Maybe I should start fresh with Capricorn. But again, maybe I should. But maybe I shouldn't. You see? One extreme to the next. Extreme highs, woohoo, yes. And then, oh, no, can't do it. Does this sound like you're reading? They may sell you a bunch of dreams and do start off so well and it feels so good, like they're on the right track, and then boom, shift. Boom out of nowhere. You're like, what just happened? I thought we were on the right track. They self-sabotage. And it's because this person is forever in their thoughts. They're stuck, thinking about what ifs, what ifs, what ifs. and feeling very, very insecure. This is a very insecure person with a lot of deep-seated trauma and fears. How do they view Capricorn, though? How does this person view Capricorn? The Nine of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. They view you as someone that's okay with being single. You're okay with spending time alone, focusing on yourself, your goals, and okay with ending things with them. Like they feel like you're at a point in your life, Capricorn, where you're more focused on ending it with them so you can move forward to something better. You were very generous to them. That's what I'm noticing about you, but they're noticing you're not being as generous because you're sending a message that you're not going to let them keep treating you like this. It's a very hard boundary, a very strong boundary. And they don't like it. Okay. They don't like this lack of attention you're giving them. They could be a Scorpio, a Taurus, an Aquarius, a Leo, Pisces, Cancer. I don't know if I said Virgo already. Capricorn. All right, let's pull some Oracle cards and see what they got hidden. So, what is this person keeping hidden from Capricorn spirit? We have mend. I want to fix our connection. That's what they're keeping secret, which is true. We saw that. We saw that they looked at you as their soulmate, their everything. Um, they know they self-sabotage things with you, but then there's still this fear. So notice in this picture, there's like a heart that's full, like whole, and it's very, very small. But then you have this other heart that's like broken. So if you were to compare this person's emotional state in their love life, I would say they feel more sadness and they feel love for you, or they feel more heartbroken than the love they have for you. So it's like too extreme. Someone said about their person possibly being bipolar. That's a possibility. It's just a mess, y'all. It's a mixture of emotions and it's very inconsistent. And I'm even getting the mending could be something that is shortly lived. Like, even if they have the idea, I really want to mend things with you, Capricorn, which is true, they freak out once they start really getting into their feels. So, yeah, they can't shake you because you and this person have a very strong soul tie. You would even feel this too, because when you were with them, it was very, very hard for you to disconnect because there was a very powerful spiritual lesson that was happening with this experience. And it says, I always feel connected to you. They do. As much as they hate it, they feel very, very connected to you. And with this highway here, again, you guys are separated or at a distance. So even though you guys are at a distance, Capricorn, they still feel a strong connection or a strong pull in your energy, in their energy with you. So that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Let me know if it resonates. We're going to do Aquarius next. I know Keisha. Keisha's like, ah. This person's crazy, y'all. I don't know what y'all dealing with. It seems like someone's very emotionally unstable. They may have multiple personalities or some kind of mental health. I don't know. Y'all know your person better than me. But again, I'm not a medical professional, so I can't diagnose, but you know what I'm saying. They're not well. Your person's not well, Capricorn. If that was your reading. Okay. We are at Aquarius. Only two signs left. Hallelujah. Only two signs left, y'all. Here we go, Aquarius. Gang, gang, gang. As Fred mentioned, don't forget you guys to like the video and subscribe. Thank you again to our amazing mods, Fred and Ketaboo, hanging out with us tonight, helping you guys navigate through the live reads. Big shout out to our Soul Tribe members too, who's been hanging out, and all of you for hanging out too. You guys are really making a difference. And the few pieces of coins YouTube's going to pay me for this video. But thank you guys so much for being here. It really means the world to me. All right. Elizabeth says, Mika, you are correct. It was a Leo and Capricorn. She was laughing at my reading. Let's do this, Aqua Gang. Fred says, I better sit down for this. You ain't never lied. I'll be just like, gulp. For those that don't know, I'm an Aquarius. So when I get to the Aquarius reading, I'm like, gulp. Let's see what we got today. Here we go, Aqua Gang. Spirit, tell me a little bit about Aquarius. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energies surrounding Aquarius and the person that Aquarius is currently connected to in love and romance right now in this moment? We have the Magician. The Five of Swords. The Nine of Wands in the reverse. Underneath the deck, we have the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords in the reverse with the Devil. You know, this person tries to put on a front like they don't care about you, like they're not pressed and stressed, but they're very much addicted to your energy. And I'm getting the longer you guys are apart, the heart grows fonder. So, what this person does is intentionally, they give off the illusion to the world, including you, Aquarius, that they don't care no more. Okay. It's all a Jedi mind trick. It's all like a reverse psychology thing going on. Yeah, with the magician to the fool in the reverse to the hangman, they're trying to give you the impression, working their magic, that they do not want to have a new beginning with you, but that is a lie. They're just kind of like protecting themselves from having to put in the work. In other words, this person is very lazy. They don't like to take accountability. They don't like to apologize. And they definitely don't like to be the first person to reach out. To them, it makes them feel weak. It makes them feel vulnerable. And they're secretly in a competition between you and them. They feel like the silent game, they are the champion. If I say nothing to Aquarius, I'm going to get Aquarius to drop their guard. They're going to be the one chasing me. They're going to be the one that's going to be desperate for me. Yeah, that's right. Have they met an Aquarius? Or should I tell them that you don't care? Now, one thing I will say is this. Let me take a breath, Aquarius. Let me take a breath. Aquarius doesn't like the games. Aquarius, it makes you even more irritated. and it makes you think even worse about this person, to know that they're trying to play games with you, it's like an insult on your intelligence. And you're not a fool. Let's be clear. So they can run this reindeer game all they want to, but what they're going to end up doing is playing themselves. I see that. I definitely see it. It's going to backfire on them because they're so hell bent, Aquarius, on proving their point. Their ego, their arrogance is way more superior than just saying the words, I'm sorry. I apologize. Did I do that? You know what I'm saying? Ego. And the two brain cells that they're rubbing together that they got left, they come up to the conclusion of this very elaborate idea that if they run away from Aquarius, Aquarius is going to chase them. Aquarius is going to break. So they're not going to talk to you for a while. All right. And you know what it does for you? Screw it then. Dang, Aquarius. Screw it. You know what you're going to fall in love with? Yourself walking away. You know what, Mika? I'm feeling better away from this person. I actually like it being away from them. They did me a favor. Thank you. Let's give it up for your person. Thank you. Round of applause. Thank you for walking away. Good job. Good boy. Good girl. You know what I'm saying? I'm being sarcastic because Aquarius, you get it. You know I'm being sarcastic. But the point is, you're going to realize that at the end of the day, they did you a favor. You see that now you have way more money in your bank, you got way more peace, you're not stressed out, you're not angry, you feel so much better. And they look like a fool. So how do they feel now? How they like them apples? Let's see. Long T says bingo. Five of Pentacles in the reverse. And the Strength. Oh. Help. That's how they feel. Aquarius, help me. Hey, Aquarius. Aquarius. Hello. Where you at? I know I just called Aquarius. Aquarius didn't pick up the phone. Okay, let me make sure. Is that the number? Let's see. Got another number? No. I'll be damned. Help. That's how they feel. They need your help. So they're going to eventually break. This game that they're playing is not going to last long. Eventually, they're going to reach out to you, Aquarius, and they're going to try to pour all this love. I love you. I miss you. You know, I don't even know, y'all. I'm irritated at this point. It's just like, come on. you know, they could have did this from the jump, but it's like they want to wait until after you done moved on with your life, realized your peace away from this fool. Then again, at this point, they done rubbed their brain cells hard enough to realize oh, I may need to reach out months, weeks later. For some of y'all, years later. What is this person's intention? Ten of Swords and the Seven of Wands. They're going to end this streak of going no contact and they're going to reach out to you. That's what they intend to do. They're going to eventually give up on like trying to hurt you. I feel like they were out to try to hurt you. Again, it was like a competition, a challenge, like you were not saying nothing. So it was like, okay, well, shoot. All right, well, I'm not going to say nothing. Very immature. How do they view Aquarius right now? How does this person view Aquarius? The Death in the reverse, the Moon, Justice. Underneath the deck, we have the Sun in the reverse and the Lovers, y'all. Y'all, they're delusional. What's wrong with your person, Aquarius? Oh my gosh, y'all. What's wrong with them? I'm not joking. This person thinks you desperately want them back. That this is all a front. That you're fantasizing of the day that you guys are going to get back together. Like you're sitting back and you're like, "Oh my gosh, I hope this idiot gives me a call. Oh my gosh, I hope that, I just pray." You know that song? Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Dun, dun, dun. Only darkness when she's away. Dun, dun, dun. Ain't no sunshine when she gone. You know what I'm saying? According to this person, they think they know, 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 they don't know, they don't know, they don't know, they don't know, because there is sunshine when this person's gone. Doom, doom, doom. You know what I'm saying? Seriously, this person really feels like you're in this doom and gloom and just feeling like your world is crashing down. You're depressed. You're, oh gosh, my love of my life. Wrong sign. Wrong sign, y'all. Who is this? I don't know who this reading is for. This is wild. As the young folks say, don't they say it's diabolical? It's diabolical. That's what it is. The level of delusion. The level of delusion, y'all. Wrong sign, y'all. Yeah, they feel like you're just praying. Oh my gosh, is my person gonna call me? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. It's been 7 days and I haven't heard from them. Oh my gosh. Really? Who what Aquarius be pressed and stressed? Aquarius like, woo, thank God that person gone. Woo, yes. Let me kick up my feet. Let me walk around naked. Let me live my best life. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you do have emotions, but it's not like that. Like, you're not that sign. If anything, you are irritated by this person. If you see this person walking on the street, you probably want to punch them in the throat. You probably want to punch them and just hit them one time. Boom. You know what I'm saying? I don't provoke violence, by the way. All right, here we go. I forgot where I'm at. Tell me more about this. How they view Aquarius just one time. All right. They view you as somebody who's very responsible. They do see you as somebody that is that handled the situation in a responsible way. You weren't ratchet, you weren't tacky. You know, you may have made like a swift exit or a very responsible exit and just cut your losses. But that's the very thing where this person feels like they can't take your exit seriously. The way this thing ended between you two, they feel like it's not going to withstand time. Eventually, you're going to break. All right. They could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, an air sign, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, or water, y'all. Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. That's a lot of signs here. I'm not even going to get into it. It could be any sign. Yeah, Aquarius, you hit them with the you went from lovey-dovey to ice cold. Bloop. It's like the light switch just went out. Bloop, and it was smooth. You were like a smooth criminal. You said, okay. And what you do, Aquarius, you got your purse and walked out. Or your wallet and you moved on with your life. All right, let's pull some oracles real quick, Aquarius. What is this person keeping hidden from Aquarius spirit? What is this person keeping hidden from Aquarius? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They feel guilty, Aquarius. They feel guilty. And it says, I feel pain from the damage I have caused. So they do realize that they are the problem and you were the more responsible partner. So they are taking a level of accountability that they don't necessarily want to talk about, but they do feel guilty. We also have overwhelmed. They're feeling very overwhelmed by this. It says the stress from this is draining me. So once they reach this level of guilt and stress and realize you're not coming back, Aquarius, yeah, that's when they're going to reach out. That's when they're going to reach out. And if they do, I want you to think about those two brain cells that they rubbed together that came to the conclusion that you were waiting on their phone call. Done, Aquarius. We're going to Pisces now. Oh, like a grasshopper. So funny, Keisha. Listen, y'all. Hey, they out there. These delusional people are out there, y'all. Protect your peace. Here we go, Pisces. For some of y'all can be dealing Aquarius, by the way, that person could be a narcissist. You know what I'm saying? They could have a lot of issues. I'm not even gonna get into all that, but you know how that mess go. People to get into these delusional fantasies of what they think things are, and they're not in tune with reality. This person lives in a very delusional world and is very just unrealistic. And you may have picked up on that. Like they're not in tune with reality. All right, here we go, Pisces. I think we have a couple of Pisces still on the video. We made it to the last and final sign of the evening, y'all. Some of the Pisces are still awake. Hey, Pisces. Be sure y'all hit the like button before you go. Tap the screen, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you don't miss the next time I go live. Sending all that positive, loving energy back to each of you tenfold who have hit that like button. God bless you guys once again. Thank you to our amazing mods tonight. I can't thank you enough. Thank you to all of those that hung out on this very long, detailed reading. And I'm going to be honest with you guys tomorrow. I have some personal business to handle, but I will try my best if I have a little bit of oomph in me to at least do a reading. If not, then you know your girl had something important to handle. But before we go, I gotta leave you guys with Pisces. Pisces. Here we go. There's a couple of Pisces still awake. Look at y'all. Okay. It's only 11:48 p.m. Central Standard Time where I'm at, but Pisces are still awake. Yay. Here we go, my Pisces friends. Healer Pisces. Hey, boo. How you doing? Spirit, tell me a little bit about Pisces. Sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs. What is the current energy surrounding Pisces and the person that Pisces is currently connected to in love and romance right now in this moment? The Ten of Cups, the Empress, the Page of Wands. Underneath the deck, we have the Fool and the Queen of Swords with the Queen of Wands. Who are all of these people, Pisces? It's a lot going on. I'm gonna break it down the best I can. All right. If this person could put you on a category of importance, they would say you're probably the person that they would say that they have a lot of respect for, a lot of love for, could see themselves settling down with. And so they may want to talk to you about that. But what they're keeping hidden underneath the deck is they're also communicating with other options. Okay? These other options are not working out. I'm getting they will go to one person. It may start off okay and then it flops. Then they waste no time and then they go to another option, start communicating, and it flops. They're keeping all this hidden, Pisces. So you don't know this. This person can be on dating apps, out in the club, out in the community, laying low and trying to spread it wide, but nobody want their ass. All right. Why? Because your person likes high dangling fruit. You know, these energies are queens. You're an empress. You better than them. These are the hoes, obviously. No matter the gender. All right. So if they could put you on the pedestal, they put you on the highest level of importance, value, and significance. However, comma, it may have not happened that way if they didn't actually try to find someone else who don't want them either. Because they're a page. You're Beyonce, they're a peasant. You got it going on, and they need your help. And one thing I will say about your person is when things don't work out with you, it's not like they go to the gutter and they find other suitors who are very low vibrational like them at their level. They try to find other Beyonce. Well, probably not Beyonce. We're going to say they try to find them, you know what I'm saying? Let's see. A Cardi B. Y'all get what I'm saying. A Kelly. There we go. That's even better. A Kelly. You Beyonce and they got them a Kelly. Not a Kelly. All right, y'all. I'm done with it. Here we go. Sorry, Beyonce, if you're watching. I love your music. I'm not taking a jab at you. Kelly, Roland, I like your music as well. You're great. You're amazing. Michelle, you know, Michelle, you know. So, what is this 10 of Cups? Oh, Destiny's Child. Say my name, say my name. Let me finish the reading, y'all. Y'all got me off track. They're going to do everything in their power to avoid you totally leaving them for good. So here they come. I'm also getting a little bit of jealousy on their behalf. They have a bit of a possessive energy going on. Their biggest fear is like, what if? What if Pisces finds someone else? I can't let that happen. They're a whole empress over there, a whole emperor. So, have they changed? No. Will they repeat the cycle? Absolutely. This relationship is going to look the same like it did when you guys left. It's going to go like this. And you tell me if this is how it goes. They're going to come in, they're going to be charming, they're going to maybe even do things to show that they generally are going to change, say all the right things to convince you, you know what, I really want to turn things around and, maybe even move in with you. Maybe you guys have had conversations about moving in with each other. Maybe you guys live with each other, getting married, having a good time. They want to go back to the good times. Hiller Pisces says that's him to a T, Mika. Yeah. And you're like, absolutely not. No, I don't believe the hype. Because I have to do what's fair for me, Mika. And if it means that I have to cut this person off, that's what I have to do. Now, as an empress, you're not going to keep going back and forth with this fool. Like, you're at a place in your life where you're going to maybe tell them once, maybe twice to get their crap together. And if they don't respect you, be gone, peasant. Be gone. That's where you at with it. And you're not changing your mind. There's nothing that this person can say or do to convince you of changing your final decision. I think you're at a space where you just feel like you're tired of fighting for this relationship. You're tired of going back and forth. You're tired of feeling like you don't know where you stand with this person. You're just tired, And it's like, I don't even want to think about this. I don't, I'm just, it's too much. I get it. I'm better than this. I'm hearing you say, I'm better than this. Why do I even waste my time with this fool? When you started like choosing yourself and sit back and think about this relationship, you're like, wow, like this is crazy. Why did I even waste my time with this? Well, it had to happen. Spiritually, there was some significance about a big spiritual lesson that had to occur here. It sucks, but it's the truth. What is this person's intentions with Pisces moving forward? Hey, Cherie! Cherie! King of Pentacles, King of Wands. So they're going to sell you the dream of being this big shot, but it's all manipulation with the Magician in reverse. They're going to say, yeah, I'm going to do right by you, Pisces. I got this. I'm going to be better. I'm going to do better. I got you. Yeah. Lies, y'all. It's all a lie. The lies, the lies, the lies. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy work. It's going to be at a time when they feel like they have lost you. They don't want to lose a divine being. Who wants to lose a whole empress or an emperor? Like, who wants to lose that? You're not interested in losing someone of high value. I don't think anybody does, especially someone who is a page. That's like hitting the lottery, taking all the money you earned and just kind of like throwing it out the window. Or that's like, you being going back to my Beyonce example, you do all these concerts and then you get all this money from your hard work of, doing these sales and performing, and then boom, throw the money out the window. It doesn't matter. It does. Because according to them, they've invested in you. According to them, they have put in the work with the King of Pentacles, the King of Wands. They've invested in showing up as a true leader, a true boss. And it's all manipulation. It's not real. What is this magician in reverse? Yeah. It's a way for them to keep you captive. It's a tactic, Pisces. And they have to keep you in their life to keep their sanity, because something about your energy, it's almost like they suck the life out of you. They drain your resources. They just kind of use you for that sense of security and stability that they want. And when they don't feel like they have it, they feel very devastated, and it has a lot to do with they're just not evolved. They're very immature. They don't got much going on and they need to feed off of other people. Okay. So how does this person view Pisces right now? Thank you, Fred, for the 20, by the way. I appreciate it, man. Fred says, thank you for all you do with us, Mika. Thank you, Fred. I didn't expect you to drop a 20. Thank you for sponsoring the video. Because let me tell you, YouTube does not pay me for these videos really well. All right, we got the Hermit and the Eight of Wands. So they see you as somebody that's thinking about reaching out to them eventually. According to them, you still are harnessing a lot of emotions for them. So you may go like back and forth. They feel like you're kind of like trying to decide what you're going to do next. That's how they view you. But they definitely see you in hermit mode. They view you as somebody that's like just needing time to just process and think what your next moves are going to be, because you still love them, but you just need time to figure out what to do. So they're trying to give you that space and grace. And then eventually, once they start overthinking and getting stressed out, boom, here they come. Just to see what happens. Page of Wands is go with the flow. All right. They could be a Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, a lot of earth energy here. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini, Scorpio, Pisces, Taurus, Aries, and Leo. All right. Let's pull some oracles now, Pisces, and then we're going to close this live, y'all. Need to get some rest. Big shout out again to Fred for sponsoring today's read. Thank you so much for the 20. And thank you to all of you who liked the video. Your contribution to the channel of all your positive energy and likes and subscriptions do help out as well. So thank you to all of you for coming. I love y'all. So what is this person keeping hidden from Pisces? We have reciprocity. I want to have equal give and take. So according to them, you're not being a fair partner right now. They're going to, if they have not already, they're going to try to rekindle things and you're going to give them pushback or resistance. And they feel like that's not being fair to them. And yeah, because again, this is confirmation. They've been reminiscing about you and they're trying to get this relationship back going. It says, I miss our inside jokes. Yeah. This is someone that I feel like really can't find another you. I think you're someone very special to them because you're authentic. Um, you guys have history, especially with a couple here. You guys have history. You guys know each other. You guys may have inside jokes. Just really having this friendship first. And it's so painful that even though you guys have this friendship and these great memories, this person can't get their crap together. But let's be honest, Pisces, you're not at their level. I think you and I would both agree that you were kind of like settling tremendously to be with someone like your person. And they were not ready for what you were ready for. And it definitely hurts to hear it, but you overextended yourself to someone that just was not equipped to give you the type of relationship that you were fantasizing that they could become. And the biggest spiritual lesson that we talk about in my single and ready series for the members side of the channel is never, ever, ever ignore the red flags, especially in the dating phase. Look at a person for who they are and ask yourself and say, self, is this really a person that I can see myself settling down with? Is this a person that I can see myself building a life with if they were to not change? Because most people in middle age are not going to make major changes in their life. If you're expecting someone to make major changes, they're just not your person. Let's call it what it is. Call a spade a spade. But if someone, you know, is also not given to you fairly, that's not your match. And I think you and this person would agree you guys have so many differences, extreme differences, that it made it very hard to make this thing work. So that's what I have for you, Pisces. I'm going to stop the reading right there. Thank you guys so much for coming. Much love to all of you. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Be sure you guys check out my website, MikaDivineSpiritualGuidance.com, for those of you that are interested in booking a personal reading with me. Of course, the link is always located in the pinned comment and the description box for every single video, but I'll drop it in the live chat if you guys want to check it out before you go. And again, thank you so much to all of you who hung out with us tonight. I mean, you guys are crazy. You guys are wild. You guys must be exhausted as I am. It's only 12:06 p.m. No, a.m. Excuse me, y'all. 12:06 a.m. Central Standard Time. And some of y'all are still up. I think we all need to get some rest. I'll see you guys later. Take care of yourself. Always honor yourself. Always put yourself first. And I'll see you on the next one. Good night, everyone. Bye. Big shout out to